Hey guys, so I want to take a second and talk to you guys a little bit about Distastes recti, which is a problem. If you've had a kid, it may be a separation in your abs that may be preventing you from being able to lose weight in your tummy or even do some of the. I want to go through really quickly some moves that you can do instead of the ones in your workouts to make sure that you're protecting yourself from this, and also how to know if you have it. So first of all, to double check if you have it or not, you're going to want to lay on your back. And you are going to press your lower back into the ground like I've done here. You're going to do, actually don't worry about that. And you're going to put your fingers in there and see if they sink into your belly. Okay, one thing to think about, your belly might do a triangle thing. How wide the gap is this way and how deep it is, okay? If you have a 2-finger gap, that's what I had before, or depth, those are some. Okay, so here's some workouts that you can do to help strengthen your core and help to use instead of some of the moves on the 29-day fix or whatever. So first of all, normally if I lay here, and I'm exaggerating this, I might look like this. You want to go flat as you possibly can, so really tucking that pelvis in, okay? You're not lifting your butt off the ground, but it's almost that feeling. So lower your butt, and if you just hold this position for 10 seconds and squeeze as hard as you can right here, 10 seconds, and then release, and then 10 seconds. 10 times, and you do that 3 times a week. That's one thing that I used to do during my physical therapy. But it's keeping that pelvic tilt, so really squeeze here. You are going to ever so slightly rock your legs back and forth, really keeping your core and your center of your body extremely not shaking side to side like this, okay? You're really keeping this pelvic tilt and this engaged. Other things, and that goes for 3 minutes. Other things you can do is put a ball in between your legs and squeeze. Pelvic tilt. You can also put bands around your legs right here, okay? And you will, again, keep your pelvic tilt and then open it for 10 seconds. And you're going to do 10 of those, okay? Those are easy on you, and those are not hurting your core. You're probably ready for some more advanced moves. Also do, and this is something you can use to modify things, so when you're doing a Pilates day or other ab workouts that don't feel right, you can do these instead. So you're going to be on your hands like this, and you are going to start by just bringing this back leg back like this, okay? Your hips are going to want to tilt up like this. Let's see if I can show you like this. Hips are going to want to tilt. Mine usually what I have to do is hold up, and I purposely tip almost the direction of my leg so that I feel my hips being in line. The best way to do this is to have somebody come behind you and make sure that your hips are aligned. A little while to be able to feel that. You're going to hold that for 10 seconds, and then you're going to bring the other one out. I usually bring it out, and then again I have to tilt towards the hips that the leg that is lifted because I always overcorrect. Hold that for 10 seconds, really squeezing your core. Okay, you can do, I don't know, 5 of those on each leg, 10 of those on each leg. When you're ready to make that stronger, you can do this. Extend, make sure that you're aligned, and have your other arm come out like this. Your other arm come out like this. Hold for 10 seconds as well, and then do the other side. Some other things you can do are bridges. Okay, so a modified version of this first is just to come up into a bridge. And if I just come up like this, I'm not doing anything with my core. I really have to engage it. Right now, I'm not even using my core at all. So I'm going to come up, and I want to really work on doing that pelvic tilt while I'm in a bridge and raising up as high as I can. Really try to keep your knees together. I mean, not completely together, but really keep the pelvic tilt. This was really hard for me at first. I didn't feel like it was working, and then after a couple weeks, legs will want to drift apart. Try to keep them together. Again, pelvic tilt and down. Maybe you can only hold it 5 seconds at a time. That's fine. Once you're ready and you've been doing that for a while and you feel like it's not making you sore anymore, you come up here, keep your pelvic tilt, and then keep your leg out. Okay? You're gonna hold that for 5 seconds. Drop it down. Drop it down. Okay? As you're up here and you're out here, try not to tilt like this. Your body's gonna want to tilt. Make sure that you keep your hips in line. Those are some basic moves that I use. There's one more, sorry. You can lay down here. You can lift your leg up in the air. Slowly drop it down. Drag your heel. Come up with the other one. Slow as possibly can. It's the slow part coming down that really works for you, okay? And again, you can do 10 or 20 of those total, whatever you feel most comfortable with. I want to avoid, when you're doing anything with diastasis recti, anything in Pilates that has you sit in these C-sit positions, you're feeling like your tummy's bulging, you want to avoid those. Any kind of sit-up move at all, you want to avoid those. Anything where they have your legs in the air and they're asking you to sit up and do a crunch kind of thing, you want to avoid those. So just really pay attention to your belly, and if at any point in time you really feel like it's pushing out or it's separating or you can't hold that in, then you need to do a modified move. Other thing I do all the time is with planks. When I first started working out, I didn't feel like I was able to do planks. When I would hold a plank, I would feel like my whole belly would be falling out. I couldn't control it. So I started with planks on my hands and knees like this, okay, and really work on can you actually hold your tummy in. Okay, once you move from that, then you can get on your hands and knees. I'm still only about, 15 seconds on my hands and knees, on my hands and feet, and then I start to feel like I lose control. So then I go back down to my hands and knees. You can make your diastasis recti worse, so it's important that you pay attention to your body and that you take it slow. Hope that helps.